Today at work, on my break, I kind of looked up Brian ILES a little bit, and it's pretty ridiculous. They totally changed this from the time I got off work, or I checked it at like 3:30 today, and I come home and it is absolutely different in this Wikipedia page, and I cannot find half of the information that I had previously found. Like videos have been deleted and all kinds of stuff. But and I'll show that in a second. But what I noticed, first thing I noticed, it's 59-55 stuff here. You got Brian ILES, born on May 5th, 1959. May 5th is 5-5, 55, born in 1959. He is 55 years old. He lives in New Canaan, Connecticut, really, New Canaan, which is on 41 North, 73 West, and he makes $10 million annually, which is 5 and 5. Alright, and what's really strange is that you scroll down here and you find out about his inaccurate Iraq war recollections. And before, it had actually talked about David Letterman, and it said, I'm pretty sure it said that the nightly news that he said this on was on January 30th, 2015, and the David Letterman episode was on February 6th of 2013, and I even wrote it down, so I don't know why I would have wrote it down wrong. That's what it said. There was even a little link that had a little footnote or whatever. It said 2, and you could go to it, and it took you to a link, and you could watch the David Letterman thing. No longer, can't find it. I've typed it in on Yahoo. I've typed it in on Google. I've typed it in on YouTube. Literally, the video is deleted everywhere. This is all you get. The appalling interview with Letterman, and everywhere I go to find it. Maybe people can find it. I can't find it anywhere now. I found it earlier. But, I mean, that's a red flag to me right there that why did they delete all these? Also, let's see here. See, there's another one that's deleted. You can't get it, but all these links actually say March something, not February 6th. But regardless, I found something kind of cool that doesn't really it doesn't even have to go with Brian ILES, but I'll show that in a second. Even more proof that you can't find it. Look at this. David Letterman episodes. You come over here. They go all the way back to 1993, 93, 94. All the way up here. Well, it skips over a few of them. But you can't get 2013 for some reason. You know, the one episode that I want, you cannot find. 3, 4, 5. It skips over 2006, 2007... and 2013. And what is 6 plus 7 is 13, so I don't know, 13 and 13. That's kind of weird. But yeah, I mean, so I can't even find out the exact day that show was on, that he said that on Letterman. Because you can't, it's not even in here. It's weird, it just skips the whole season or the whole year. I mean, who knows? Maybe I did write the wrong date down, but I know for a fact that there was this whole thing is different. So, and I swear this was February 6th, or there was a February 6th and a January 30th on here. And it does say February 6th here, but I know that it said David Letterman, and then it talked about the nightly news show. And I swear, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I know this thing has been changed. And you can't find any more information on it, even in Google searches or anything. So it's obviously somehow being hidden or something. So anyway, 59 and 55 here. 59 plus 55 is 114. And 114 is 11, 4, 44. Also, February 6th, and that's why I thought of it, because that's what it had said, I'm sure of it, is the 37th day of the year. And so February 6th plus 88 days would be Brian Williams' birthday, May 5th, 55. 37, 55. Enter the Stars talks about that all the time. That was, man, that was the Hebrew date, 3755, the Hebrew date of Jesus' birth, I believe. Anyway, then February 6th is what it's supposed to say here. Minus 88 days is November 10th, which is 1110, which is 555 plus 555. And then also the January 30th, the day that was supposedly the nightly news is what it said on there. And I mean, I know it's Wikipedia and it can change. I'm not saying that, but when you still can't find it anywhere else, that's kind of fishy and weird. But anyway, January 30th plus 95, which is 59 mirror, equals May 5th, 55. 95, 55, 59, 55. Also up here, February 6th is also 2-6. So that's where you get your 26 that goes along with the 88s, 37s, and 73s. Even if you go to NBC, you can't even find the episode of, or it's not letting me at least. I can only get these 3 full episodes of the nightly news. So I can't even go back to January 30th and see if that was the actual day, or if it was February 4th like the Wikipedia page says now. But anyway, he was replaced by this guy, I'm assuming, who, by the way, this dude looks like fake or something. He looks like tons of makeup. I don't even know. It looks like he's wearing like a mask almost, but it's just weird. Yeah, I mean, look at this dude. Go here and watch this on the NBC.com, the nightly news. The dude looks just so fake. It's so weird. I don't know how to describe it. He looks like he's wearing a mask on Mission Impossible or something. It's just weird. Anyway, let's check out this guy. And check out this guy. He is also born in 1959 and is 55 years old. He's also born on 3/8, which could be 3/8, or it's the same day that the Malaysian airline went missing. It also says that he was, as of February 9th, that's when he's like the interim anchor for Brian Williams. So February 9th would be the 40th day. And if all that information that I had written down earlier at work that is no longer there, and it's just completely gone, it's not even really changed, it's gone. If that was all the same, it would make sense because Jesus actually died at age 40, and then this would be the 3755. So who knows? I've got to keep looking, but just feel like posting it. It's really weird to me that it changed so dramatically, I guess. All right, well, I found the January 30th thing again on a different website, and it says that Williams retold the story on NBC Nightly News, January 30th, 2015. The David Letterman thing, it says March 26, 2013. So I'm not sure where I got February 6th, although that's what I'm pretty sure it said. So everything I said, I guess, whatever, but it's still pretty interesting that 37 days, or what is it, 88 days after February 6th, everything I had before, it's still pretty interesting whether it ties to him or not. But also, another thing I thought of with Brian Williams was the Family Guy episode that everybody talked about when Brian died, the dog, and everyone thought it was, or talked about Paul Walker being Brian on Fast and the Furious and whatnot. And maybe I was just thinking it's another Brian. And the reason I think that is because the Family Guy episode was actually on November 24th of 2013. And Brian Williams was hired by NBC on December 2nd, 2004. And then the Family Guy episode was November 24th, 2013, which there's also 37 days left until the end of the year. And it's 8 days before what would have been his 9-year anniversary at NBC. And it's also 8 years, 11 months, and 22 days apart from the day he was hired. I mean, that's not saying much, but it does have an 8, 11, and a 22 in it. And then the episode was basically about Brian dying, I guess. And they bring in a new guy, or a new dog. And there's also a 95 reference in there where they go back in time. This is all about time travel, too, which I don't think was really talked about that much for another couple months. But anyway, they go back to 1920, and the women can't even remember, the women are voting or something. In 1920 was literally 95 years ago. So there's your 59, 95, 55 reference again. Another thing I found interesting is that Family Guy episode is called Life of Brian. And it was the 216th episode of Family Guy. And 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. It's also the 6th episode of the 12th season. And 12 would be 2 6s and the 6th episode. And then 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. Just found that pretty interesting. And then the next episode was actually directed by, so Brian dies, and the next episode was directed by Brian ILES. I mean, that's just kind of funny or weird, I guess. Because Brian died, and then Brian Williams lied. Brian lies. Pretty weird, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to rewatch a few of these episodes and see if I can pick up anything. And if I do, I'll post about it. Like I said, just some interesting stuff. I mean, there's a lot of 55 and 59 stuff. And I'm just really confused as to why it changed, or, like, I guess, I don't know. It's just really weird to me. I keep saying that over and over. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. And then have a great night.